right, hey guys, welcome to another special random episode from the Elite Cable Gaming crew. Today we're going to be talking about the Nintendo Direct that aired yesterday on February 17th, 2021. A lot of stuff came out. It was the first full 50-minute, anything we've really heard from Nintendo in a Direct for like the full length since, I think, last September, of 2020.
A little over
520.
Yeah, it was like
Right
almost
there.
18 months.
It was a while ago. We got Zahi and Alex with me from Link Cable, and then Mike, who's been joining us recently on the last podcast, and he's from Mike's Nerd Cave, and he's our little special feature guest because we talked a lot about this stuff in the podcast. We thought it'd be good to have him back to discuss everything we predicted and see what came true, and plus he's a lot of fun to have aboard.
Thank you guys.
Needed the star power.
Yeah,
we did need the star power, actually. Mike, please bring some of those fans.
We're trying to take
here.
all of your followers is what we're trying to do. We don't even like you.
I'll do my best.
We want all your followers.
Keep posting.
So, I think most of us watched this live-ish, or all of us watched it live-ish. I think I was in a work meeting when it started and tried to watch it a little bit while I was at the meeting, and then finally got out of the meeting and watched it, caught up on live. We kind of were all talking about the predictions. We had a bunch of stuff, so we're not going to go over that again. But starting this off, the video comes in, and all of a sudden it starts showing Xenoblade stuff. So I don't know who wants to lead us off. Why this? Like what we thought going in the beginning. So I'm going to play the video.
I'm the most excited for this, so I think I'll take the lead.
I'll play the video first.
Alex.
Yeah, Alex, you want to start
You're
talking
as
about what
excited
you had
for
here?
this.
I'm going to try to play the video, but
I mean,
make sure our sound's
this
still
is
on.
now going to be an hour-long discussion, but so they opened up with Xenoblade. It looked like a Xenoblade 2 trailer. My very first impression was that I was like, oh, there's more. Like it's another expansion for Xenoblade 2. Like it was made in the style of that game.
Mm-hmm.
Rex is looking for Pyra. He can't find her. He's looking around. Then he finds her, and she's like, "Sorry, Rex, I'm joining Smash," and like shows the invitation.
Where did that even come from?
Oh, it was so great. It was so amazing. So here, I'll adjust my camera a little bit. I want to show this off. So right up there, right here is the Pyra statue for Xenoblade that I got. Then over there somewhere, there's a Mithra poster. So like I just wanted to share my fandom. I am a huge fan of not just these two characters, but Xenoblade overall. I think on every podcast, even if we're like talking about like Destiny 2, I'm like, oh yeah, but Xenoblade. So
Angers, by the way. Angers.
I am really excited for these characters because not just because I love the characters and I love the series, but like a little bit of gameplay we saw from them, like the switching back and forth. It was kind of like how Zelda and Sheik worked in Melee.
Yeah.
So is this two different characters? I guess I didn't really look into it because I just was like, oh, Xenoblade, okay, I don't really care. And I don't know much about Xenoblade, so they're the same person that switches? Is that close?
It would be a spoiler if you want me to get into that. It's not.
But isn't it a spoiler already? Because now I see there's two people that are here. So fair enough.
It
for me.
I think it's fine.
So Mithra, the green and white one, she was the original Aegis. So these are swords. These both characters are living swords, essentially.
Oh, this makes sense now.
This makes total sense.
Okay, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Swords.
So am I, right?
So now we see her fighting Sonic. This makes perfect sense in the video I'm showing. Okay.
So Mithra was the original one. There was a big war long ago, which was the story of the Torn of the Golden Country, the expansion pack that Xenoblade 2 got. And then she was damaged, needed to recover, and she created Pyra to be the next Aegis, which is the next sword, basically.
That sounds like one.
Was she alive as a person back then?
Well, they are swords. Like they're not people ever. They are swords.
It seems very similar to the whole Keyblade soul transfer thing in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, it does.
Keyblade heart transfer thing.
Yeah,
it's very similar.
There's an anime. Where some of the characters turn into weapons. Kill a Kill, I think it was. I can't remember what it is. I gotta find it. But I like that concept.
So last question.
So that's how they work.
I'm gonna move this because we're gonna get caught up on all this for a very long time if we keep talking Smash Bros. Because that was just the beginning of the chaoticness going on here. But My
Yeah,
real quick
it's
question
great.
is, does Shulk and the Sword Lady exist in the same universe or different time? Or I guess it's the same world, but different timelines, I guess is what it is? Or is that a complicated
Oh, that's-
question for
Xenoblade's
later?
really
I mean-
complicated, man.
I mean, now they
Xenoblade's
do because they're both in
really
Smash,
complicated.
and
That's very true. Okay,
So-
anyways, I don't know if you're going to answer or you're just like, you're like giving this look of panic.
Yes, please.
So it's because, well, you're asking me to basically tell you the exact ending of Xenoblade.
Okay, well
Now,
then
that's-
I won't spoil that then.
That's
'Cause-
way
I
too
don't
much
even
of a
want to know
spoiler.
that.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right,
So,
that's fair then.
No, Alex, who was? Hold, one quick sec. Who was the guy character, the one that was looking for
Rex. So
Rex,
he's actually
Mithra?
Rex. So he's actually the
Is Rex the player?
Rex is
or
the
it's
main,
gonna be-
Rex is the main
Sorry.
character in Xenoblade 2.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I meant to say, is Rex gonna be also a Smash character? Because it didn't.
Oh,
Because he was in their Ultimate.
and
So-
they're Final
Yeah,
Smash.
that's it.
But like that's
Yeah.
kind of like Mega Man's Final Smash.
Mega Man's.
Xenoblade
Yeah,
Ultimate.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering
Does
if
he have
they're.
Mii costume as well or something? Did
Yes,
get
he is a
that?
Mii
He
costume.
could.
That's what I
He
thought.
already is,
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, he's a
There
Mii
we
costume
go.
and he's in
That's-
the Final Smash.
Oh, yeah, that was. To spoil this entire discussion, that was the highlight of the direct for me. I was
Okay.
so hyped.
All
to
right,
see
you guys
them
can.
in
Thanks for
Smash Bros.
watching. You don't have to go any further. 'Cause
Yeah,
this is all downhill
yeah.
from here. So thanks.
So Alex is gonna drop off now, and
Bye, buddy. He has link cable
Go
stuff.
play,
too.
play
Well,
Xenoblade.
I'll make you guys feel better watching. That was not my highlight at all. That was a nah. I wish it was anybody else, like Crash Bandicoot or Tails. Anyways,
Xenoblade man needs more rap. It is so
Xenoblade
underrated.
just
I wish I
needs-
could actually honestly play it.
I have nothing against that series. I just don't play it because it's just overwhelmingly overwhelming. So that's it. Anyways,
It
moving
is.
on.
It is
Next
a
thing that
big,
popped
big
up
puppy.
here, that was when the big thing is, and I don't know if this is on anyone's list, but it is kind of important to me that Fall Guys is on the Switch, or coming to the Switch rather. I think it's the
Yeah.
summer, was it? I'm trying to
Correct.
see the right date for it. That is actually something that's kind of impressive because this game seems to be perfect for the Switch, especially you can play it mobile. Fall Guys is a very simple game, and being able to play this like laying in bed
No,
if I was
it's not.
bored just to jump in, I think it'd be kind of fun.
Yes,
yeah, I
that
think
game
this
is not simple. I nearly killed my brother once.
I mean, it's
Where
it's
it's-
simple
That game is
control. Like, there's like
rage-
3 buttons. There's nothing that's
Rage-inducing.
ridiculous to like control it. Like
Yeah.
anybody can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is really where it needed to be. I just wish they had done it like
Right?
6 months ago or even 4 months ago. They
Yes.
needed
Yes.
to do it because
That craze is gone, I think.
We've
We've already gone past Fall Guys onto Among Us. Beyond that, now we're on Valheim or whatever it's called.
Yeah, Valheim.
I
Um,
don't think so, actually. I think it's strategically really good that it's releasing after all that mess with.
But why? I think
Among
everyone's
Us.
moved on. I think people are playing other things
I know.
now. And the
Hopefully
people
it'll
that play
bring it
this are all the like
Hopefully it'll
casuals. I
bring
mean,
it
let's be
back.
real.
Hopefully it'll
Yeah.
bring it back into its kind of own little niche
Yeah.
thing. Because I know I'll play it. I'll get it on Switch, and that'll be a fun party game.
Yeah,
I think
agree.
what happened with when it released, Among Us had just had way too much momentum. And now that has kind of just like dropped down. And I think it's actually a really good time for it actually to launch on the Switch.
I
Okay.
agree with that because I think it's hard to compare Among Us to success to Fall Guys because Among Us is so much easier to play. You can play it on your phone.
Mm.
Right.
You can play it on PC. Fall Guys, actually, Fall Guys might be on PC. I'm not. 100%
It's
Yeah, it
on
is.
PS.
Yeah, it's
But
on
it's
Steam.
it's a more complicated
Yeah,
game. You need a
Steam.
controller. You need to understand platforming. Whereas Fall Guys, or Among Us, has
Up and
this.
play.
Yeah, it appeals to people who don't typically play games. Like I have friends who play it. We have a weekly Among Us night, and one of them has told me thousands of times she hates gaming. She hates coming into this room because she hates it, but she likes Among Us. So it's like I think
Yeah.
Fall Guys being on Switch does help it a bit because it's
Mhm.
kind of like
Right.
it's more of an open audience, but it's more of a one that's open to gaming and not just kind of
I do think
phone
that
gaming type
yeah,
thing.
I can agree with you. I do think that Fall Guys is a little more accessible by yourself. I know Among Us, you can't. It's not easy to just jump in random parties from the experiences I've had. You kind of have to have a group, and if you don't have
Yeah.
that, it isn't really easy
Yeah.
to do. But I do know some like my sister and some other friends that I know that are not big gamers. They'll play Among Us because they can just play by themselves a little bit, jump in for like a 20-minute session. That's all they usually play for. 25, 30 minutes max. And it's something simple they can jump into.
That's
so
it.
being on the Switch, I mean, a lot of people that have that type of mentality or that much time to play usually have a Switch because it's got a lot of games that are like
True.
that on there. So, okay, the next thing that was there, I'm going to just kind of breeze through and get someone stop me if you want it because I'm looking through. Outer Wilds on the Switch.
Yes, please.
Yeah, it looks good.
I think it looks good. This Does this get anyone excited here, or is this just kind of a eh? It's older. It
You
came
know
out
what?
2019, I think, right?
It's 2019. I'm actually really excited for the Outer Wilds. I'll tell you something. I didn't actually know what the game was when it was premiering on the Direct. And then I was like, I think I even wrote to us. I'm like, this is a really cool concept, like of it being like cycling every 22 minutes or so. Makes it so that it's like kind of like a in and out game. You can literally finish it in half an hour or less. But the fact that it's coming to the Switch, and the Switch definitely needs more indie games, like big time. It needs some more of these like high caliber, well-known indie games, and not just that. So I actually, because of the launch or the announcement for Outer Wilds, I was like, this is really cool. I actually downloaded and it's available on Games Pass. I actually really want to play this game.
Yeah.
I was like, this is such a cool idea.
Yeah, it kind of sucks
really cool.
that it is on Games Pass because I'm just gonna play it on there and I'm gonna skip out on the Switch
Right.
altogether because I can get it for free. Because I would like to play on the Switch. Like this seems like a nice simple game. To me, Switch is laying on the couch playing games. That's how I play Switch. Everything else
And a
is
22-minute game?
Yeah, that's perfect for like a small like bedtime session. You're like, I'm about to go to bed. I want to play for a little bit. Okay, cool. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to fight free on the Xbox though. So Microsoft wins again.
It's hard to fight free, man. Game Pass is destroying literally everything right now.
Yes, free. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I already paid for it, so my money's gone. Overhead costs sunk. So, all right. The next game that they bring up is, I don't even know what this is. Famicon Detective Club. Is this? Who does this excite? Because it's not me. What even is this?
So it really excites Zai, and I'm mildly excited. Let's put it that way.
It looks weird.
Let you go for it, Zai.
It's like one of those old detective comics. This is what?
No, it's like a weeb detective thing. But that might be that's probably what makes it good, though.
Yeah, it's so similar. I think that game has evolved into like today's the virtual kind of like. Alex, what's the cafe game? What kind of genre is that? Like the
cafe game, an adventure game,
the coffee game.
The coffee
game.
Oh, it's
Cooking
like,
Mama. What are we doing?
Choose your own adventure game.
Do you remember the Milky Way Prince?
Okay. So like a graphic novel.
Thank God someone understands me.
Oh, I know what coffee. You're talking about like the Dead Barista game, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's what you're talking.
You're thinking of Necro Barista.
Yeah, that's what you're thinking of. I know. Yeah, this is what it is. It seems to be like one of those, but I don't know. Not that it's bad, but it wouldn't. I don't know. I'd rather watch a TV show. I'm not sure.
I was surprised Phoenix Wright didn't get announced too, because that would have fallen alongside of this kind of genre, and it's already been leaked with the whole Capcom thing.
That's also true. I'm actually surprised about that because I thought for sure we were getting something like that from a couple weeks ago when I heard about that leak. Yeah. Okay. That's
too fan. I just want to say, like, one thing that's interesting, these are actually remakes. So both these Famicom Detective Club games came out on the Famicom, so the NES in Japan back in the 80s, and they never left Japan. So it's actually, like, from a Nintendo history point of view, which I don't know if you can tell, but that's interesting to me.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's cool. Like, we never got these games before. So,
correct.
It is cool. I think so.
For them to be coming back now, it's really interesting.
It's a full remake.
What a vault. What a vaulted game to bring back into the modern era.
It's not bad. I
actually saw someone on Twitter predict that was going to happen, and I'm like,
weird.
That's the most random prediction I've ever heard.
That's written.
It's super random. It's almost a 30-year-old game series.
It had receipts though. They legit posted about it like before the Direct. So I was like, well,
that is odd.
Speaking of that, though, where's the Earthbound game?
Yeah, why did they ever do something like that? People would cry over that in happiness.
I'm so angry with that. I'm not even going there yet.
Okay.
I have a hot take.
This will be a
I have
long.
a hot take on Earthbound.
All right.
But it's not actually that hot a take. It's just Earthbound is a great game. Other one, or like Earthbound Zero Beginnings, whatever they call it now, is not. That is a bad game.
Okay.
Other
You
one
heard
is
it
a
here
bad
first, guys. Alex from Link Cable
I'm not.
Actually, no, because I reviewed it a
not.
long time ago and I gave it a bad score. So
lives in
you didn't hear
Canada
it
somewhere.
first.
Go find him. All right. Up next, after Famicom remake thing, we had a trailer with a bunch of samurais popping up and some ink splots coming in. I got the video playing here, and I did not know what this was, and it turned out to be a I forgot what it's called. Samurai Warriors 5. Is that what it is?
Yeah, and I feel like right away I'm like, this is a Warriors game. Like, 2 seconds into the trailer, and then Samurai Warriors 5.
Do you guys fans of this series? Do you like it? What do you guys think?
I
and
used to
Zelda.
be a fan of this kind of series.
I prefer the crossover.
I'm not so
Warriors
much into
game.
it anymore.
That's the same thing as I've only played the ones that are not the actual like game. I played the let's see, Dragon Quest one. I've played Fire Emblem. I've played the Zelda one. Those ones are all good, and then I don't think the actual regular ones are good. So I'm not really excited for this.
They make so many, because then there's all of the anime ones too. Like there's
Those
like
Gundam and
there's like 4 different Pirate Warriors games for One Piece. There's
really? Wow.
I think there's a Naruto one. I'm not sure which one it is. There's
Probably.
Bleach.
Yeah, there is.
There's a Bleach
It's you're fighting
one.
all the like.
There's a My Hero one.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It's just
Persona one
boring.
comes out next week.
Persona Strikers looks good.
It does look pretty good too.
Yeah, it does.
Hmm
But I hear
there's
It makes
so
me want to
many.
play this even less because I'm like,
Yeah.
I'd rather play the one based on something I
care
can
about.
enjoy rather than the
Exactly.
more generic looking one.
It's so generic. I was I have a thing for like set designs and pieces, and I like everything to be like cohesively looking all right. This is like a game. Everything in it was so over the top. Like especially their dress wear. I'm like, oh yeah, definitely riding into the battle with that getup. I was like, this is how I want to go down. Actually, this is awesome. Part of it, like, I think I enjoy the like over the top quirky aesthetic. Ugh, so boring.
It just looks generic. That's all I say about it. Next game. Keep pushing us
so
here.
generic.
We've got Legend of Mana, which I believe is a remake of. Was it a Super Nintendo game it was out? I didn't know much about anything of this series.
PlayStation
until
1.
Of
I
recently.
think this is it's a PS. Yeah, 'cause
PS1, yeah.
Oh, it's PS1.
PS1. It is PS1.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm excited because the newest Mana game was good.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed the newest one, the remake of the Super Nintendo one. I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Yep, Trials.
I thought
Trials
that was
of
pretty
Mana.
fun, and it was a good price. It was cheap, so I enjoyed it.
I'm gonna be playing that on stream at some point because
Yeah, it
the
was pretty
reviews
fun.
were through the roof, and I'm excited. So
It's a pretty simple game. So this
Trials of Mana or Secret?
Trials.
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
not. I don't know if I'm in love with the 2D world of everything here. It kind of is a turnoff because I'm a snobby gamer, but it looks like someone will enjoy it.
Did you like Octopath?
See, I did love that, but it was turn-based. This is like not a turn-based game. This is like action, so that's what makes me kind of like turn. If it was turn-based and it was 2D, I'd be okay. But as soon as it's like a 2D like fighting action stuff, it kind of is a turn-off for me.
But
Tell you guys how this. Sorry, go ahead.
no, you go ahead because I'm about to interrupt everything and say we need to get excited before we announce the next one.
Oh my gosh, I was just gonna say the opposite.
I'm already
for
so
the next
excited.
one. It's just
I'm like,
All right. Well, my real quick side story. I got tricked by the Mana series, and I still hold a grudge. So they put out on
they like stole your wallet or
they
something?
put out on Switch. Oh, well, close. So on Switch they put out a collection of Mana, which is Secret of Mana, Legend of Mana, and another one whose name I forget. And so they put that out, and Square Enix was like, "This is a limited release. We're like, get it now if you want it physical." And I was like, "Oh, well, I want it physical," so I paid full price for it. And now you can find it everywhere for like $10. And I was like,
Was it expensive?
I paid full price for it. I paid like
and now
$9.99.
they're just bringing it out as an individual.
Yeah.
So-
Interesting.
Anyway, I just wanted to like share that.
Do you think they should be, if you have parts of those games or like the old versions, we should be getting some kind of like virtual discount, man? That's not fair.
Yeah,
That's not how the world works.
Yeah.
Can I lead this next one just because I feel like I talked about it on the podcast this weekend.
I'm excited to hear about this.
Mario Golf, and not just Mario Golf, even though the regular base game looks great. But
that's not what I had as the next game. You really caught me off for a loop.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm excited.
We went one ahead.
Story mode in it.
I was like, wow.
Use your.
Okay, hang on. We'll skip to Mario Golf. Okay, go for it.
I got too excited. I do have one other down, but
all right. Now I got video of Mario Golf on. Okay, now you're good. Go for it.
So you have an RPG mode in it, and I was just talking about how the original Game Boy sports games for Mario were RPGs, and got super hyped about it on the podcast. And now I'm just excited for this and Mario Golf in general. It looks like you can play in the style of the Wii with the Joy-Con, and then you can race people as if it's Mario Kart on foot.
Yeah, I don't get that part, but I'll probably do it and love it anyway.
Yeah. Like, you have 4 friends over and you just run and hit the ball. It looks like fun, especially if you're all playing Wii style.
Yeah, I think this would be so much fun for there's so few games where it's like I have friends over to play a game with it, especially if, a majority of my friends aren't gamers, so it can't come over and play anything too hardcore. So if I have some friends over, we're just having some pizza and some drinks, I can pull out Mario Golf and we'd have a blast. Yeah. So I cannot wait for this.
You don't have to all try and crowd in front of a sensor bar now because it's just the remote.
Yeah.
Then we can run around chasing the ball.
That makes sense.
I'm going to send your hype even further, so I just looked it up. It is being developed by Camelot. The original, like the guys who made those old Game Boy.
Oh, really?
Mario Golf and tennis games is making this one.
Golden Sun, yeah. Which is why some people
Golden Sun too, yeah.
It meant there wasn't a new Golden Sun game coming.
I can live without.
When you said that they were the ones that made Golden Sun, I was like, what? I was like, how does that even make sense?
Wow.
They got those Nintendo contracts. So this is actually in our in Link Cable Gaming's prediction article. It's Direct is over now, so it's not really like breaking news. But this was the only prediction I got right, was a new Mario sports game. Everything else I was kind of like on. So
nice. I'll give you the point for
there
that.
You go.
You said sports game. You didn't.
You got a new Smash character.
I said a Pokemon. I was really off of that.
Alex said it would be a Pokemon.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm super excited for Mario Golf. So that's.
Sorry, I jumped ahead. I was just.
No, you were okay. You're the guest here. You can do no wrong. You could literally just take your shirt off and start screaming, and we'd be like, "That's all right. It's just Mike."
That's it. Kick him off. We don't need him anymore.
If you want more of it, just go to this channel, and then I'd lose all my subscribers instantly.
Yeah, you lose it all from this viewing, and they all come to ours instead.
He just took his shirt off and ran. What? No, we don't want that.
Subscribe.
All right. So taking one step back, the last game that was next was Monster Hunter Rise, which I don't think we need to spend two. Is it Rise? Is this the right one? Right?
Yeah,
because there's two of them. I keep getting confused.
It's because I feel like it's out already.
I kind of feel the same thing, so I don't really have much to say about it. I know
it exists.
I know we had
Jacob from Link Cable is beyond excited for this game, and when the demo came out, he lost his mind, and I crushed it when I said the demo was really boring. So, oops. So yeah, that was that. We can keep moving forward. I don't think we have much to say about that. Mario Golf we played through. We can kind of skip through this too. I don't think there's a ton to say about the Borderlands, the Tales of the Borderlands.
Those are the little ones.
Did anybody want to say anything about that?
Freaking love this game. Tales of the Borderlands is by far my favorite. Borderlands 2, I think, is the best Borderlands, but Tales of the Borderlands is the funniest game I have ever played. It is so perfect to be coming on the Switch. If you guys have not played Tales of the Borderlands, if you're even into Borderlands at all, it's just masterfully written. Oh my god, it's so funny. Such a funny game. You play as some corporate scrub trying to work your way through Hyperion, which is one of the main companies in Borderlands, and it's just the funniest game, man. It's just, the cutaways and the gags.
I have it.
Classic.
I've never played it. I have it on Steam, on a cheap Steam sale.
Here's the thing. I am really surprised with that announcement. like ridiculously surprised because Telltale shut down. And they were supposed to make a season 2 of Tales of the Borderlands. They were supposed to make a season 2 of The Wolf Among Us, Game of Thrones,
I wish there was a second Game of Thrones one. I really liked the first one.
Oh my god. I loved the first one.
I thought that first one was so good, and
so good.
That was a fun game to just play with my wife. It was like my wife and my sister-in-law and I played it all together, and my wife and my sister-in-law don't really play games, and they would just scream at me like, "No, you need to kiss him. You gotta kiss her. You do this. Fall in love with them. Why would you choose that?" I'm like, Jesus! Like they thought it was a soap opera.
Great.
Yeah,
it is like a soap opera.
They thought it was so like they were so into the romances and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's cool. It's coming to Switch. I think it'll do well. I think it opens it up to a new audience that wasn't able to get it. So hopefully they find success. All right, I'm gonna skip ahead a little further because we're. What?
Wait. One more little point on that. The interesting fact about Tales of Borderlands is that because Telltale shut down, they weren't able to put like if you had them, you had them, but the Telltale games weren't. Have not been available for some time on a couple of on some e-stores. So, but that was just because of like agreements with Telltale themselves. And those actually, this industry news, Tales from the Borderlands, is actually really big that it's coming out again, because now these disputes over when Telltale closed are finally coming to a close. And this was like one of 2019 or 18's like biggest, hottest topics. So the fact that those are finally kind of blowing over and Tales is kind of coming back, it actually is big industry news. Even though like Tales of the Borderlands is whatever, but it actually is pretty important.
Is it coming on just physical, or is it just digital?
I don't know.
Digital probably for now.
I feel like it'd be cool to have a physical copy of that because it is kind of a weird game. But
yeah,
we'll find out more of that later.
Moving on.
All right, so I'm going to skip ahead. There's a bunch of random stuff they showed that didn't look like it was much of interest. The one little game that I saw that's going to be in the montage that they presented was Stubbs the Zombie in Rebel Without a Pulse. I thought that's kind of a cool game that from years ago I think would be fun to play on the Switch again. But I think it's also coming to other consoles as well, so nothing too, like, insane. It doesn't even look that good, but it looks okay. All right, so brings us to No More Heroes 3. Somebody else want to take the lead on this one because I know nothing about this.
Okay, I can. No More Heroes is great. That's all you need to know about it. It's so wacky and off the just off the wall. Like the trailer they showed, I was like, this is the perfect No More Heroes trailer because I have no idea what's going on, and that's exactly what I want from No More Heroes.
You can garden while you beat up.
Yeah, it's
I have one issue with it. And I don't know if anyone else noticed this. If you rewatch it, even when it's the full like HD trailer, there's a lot of points that just look pixelated and bad in the trailer. And I don't know, like it goes from looking great to looking terrible. And it looked like it was just not.
You think that's on purpose?
I don't think
it's ready.
Yeah,
it's coming out in August. Like it's coming out in August, and they've been working on this for a long time. Like I think this game is just struggling to get out the door. This was announced at I think it was announced at like the Switch. Like, wasn't No More Heroes at the Switch event? Like when they first showed the Switch for the very first time.
No More Heroes 2.
They announced the game. No, I don't even think they did.
No, it was recently because they released the first and second one, right? Didn't they do that?
Yeah, No More Heroes 3, the first trailer for it was the same E3 or direct during E3 of 2019 because it was right before the Breath of the Wild 2 talk.
Okay.
Holy crap.
It was right before that trailer.
Okay, it's not too bad then. It was Travis Strikes Again was the one that was announced at the Switch event.
And everyone thought they were just doing Travis Strikes Again 2 when the trailer for it started because everyone was like, "Oh yeah, there's no more Heroes games coming," and then it was kind of like a shock, like, "Oh, No More Heroes 3 is a thing."
The Travis Strikes thing threw me off. I thought that was the same game, so I'm so dumb I don't even know.
Oh,
because that's the one that's on the Switch, right?
Hey, wait, the
Travis ones are on the Switch. I don't even know who Travis is.
Travis Touchdown. He's
Travis
the
Touchdown, the main character.
The guy who was mowing the lawn in the trailer.
Oh, that's him. Okay. You know, I'm like angry about this series because I had No More Heroes on the Wii and I lent it to my friend and I never got to play it and never saw that game again. So I'm just it really brings back bad
Well,
memories.
friendship
Well,
is
to see it, I
overrated.
can grab it. I can grab it. It's over here.
Oh, here we go.
Alex never gave it back.
Yeah, I know. He still has it. Oh,
There.
1 and 2. Yeah, I had the first one, and it's gone.
Two is amazing. Two is a stellar game. Like play it on Switch.
I
Right
never
now.
even got
It's
to play
really
one,
good.
so.
Oh, they're both
Shame.
on Switch. We'll play them.
That's all right. Okay, next game up is a game called Neon White from Annapurna, and
That looks really cool.
I believe they're the ones that did Outer Wilds from earlier. Does anyone know if I'm incorrect or not?
No, you're right, but they're a publisher. They don't make games.
Oh, they
themselves.
are? I
Like,
thought they were the
publish other
developer of
people's
that other game.
No, they also did like Kentucky Route Zero. Like they publish these. They publish indie games.
Games. This game looks interesting. There's like a card. I better put it on the screen.
Yeah, it's like a card-based.
It's like a card first-person game. There was just. Yeah. I feel like they're sitting there going, well, what genres have never been together? First-person shooter and card battler, plus some weird drama. So, it looks unique. It might be fun. I don't know. It's like a roguelite maybe, because the words on the screen kind of make it seem that way, but I don't know.
The speed of it looked fun. Like
it looks quick.
The dashing. Yeah.
I like how you can like cycle between cards to use different attacks on the fly. It has a cool concept. I just would like to see a little more.
Yeah,
I think this one could be one of those like sleepers where it
doesn't look fun, or it doesn't look big, and then becomes like a big fun game.
Well, like Hades. I mean, Hades looked good right from the beginning, but it was a little bit of a sleeper for what it ended up being. Like, I mean, Hades was considered one of the best games of the year last year, and I have yet to talk to a person
like out of nowhere
tried Hades and not loved it and doesn't tell everybody else to play it. So
Jacob,
I don't love it. I have a love-hate with that game. I'm really bad at it, and I this is like a common
Jacob
theme
is
with
not
anything.
Good. Kevin is not good at games.
No, I'm not. I'm really good at buying games and talking about games, but actually playing them, my skill level is very below par. And anytime there's a game with a hard challenge, I suck. But I do like Hades. I bought it twice. I have it on Switch and on Steam, just because the cross save stuff. So that was neat, and I was a sucker for it. But I'm like I think I've gotten up to the third boss, like in the table or the what is it, the stairs you have to climb up to the top or whatever.
Okay.
It is pretty hard.
For me. I mean, it's okay. Like I was playing in an Overwatch tournament once at a LAN event, and the one random person we got on our team to join with us told me I couldn't think or aim. So
oh wow.
Don't worry. It was my first time ever playing Overwatch. So I was like, I'm so sorry.
That's how I feel about every game I play.
He was like, just pick a character you don't have to think or aim with. And I was like, wow. Ouch, okay.
I'm so sorry. Should I not look at you in the eyes?
Pick Zenyatta.
Here's my reaction to this Eden White game. I want to recreate it for you all.
Ooh.
Oh, that looks cool. Oh, cool. Cards? Turn it off. As soon as I saw cards, I was like, I'm out.
That is the one thing that I'm like, maybe. I'll give it a chance.
Yeah. Okay, then we got some
interesting
games that I'm going to kind of switch by quickly. The next game it could have been exciting, except the fact it was DC, so I really, really hated it. DC Supergirl Power something. Wait, DC Superhero Girls Teen Power.
That's right, baby. That's right. DC's coming back.
I don't know.
DC's coming back in full force.
If it was Marvel Gals, I'd probably be all on board, but lost me at DC, and the game looks like a free-to-play game. Like, it looks terrible.
Yeah, it looks like a cell phone game.
It does. It looks really bad. It reminds me of that.
I really want to join.
What was that kids game with the penguins? Like they got
Club Penguin?
Because Club Penguin? Yeah, it looks like Club Penguin. That's what I think of.
There's their audience.
It's bad.
I can't wait to
so we're gonna pass past that. That looks
terrible. Out on a shopping.
None of us are teen girls, so I don't know if we're the experts on this one.
I don't know.
I'm gonna take Diana Troy, Wonder Woman, out on a cute little coffee date. 100%.
Sure, you can do that. Then up next, we've got another old game coming out to the Switch. Is the Plants vs Zombies Battle for Neighborville. It's a fun game.
Got into that.
This is a very underappreciated game. Like I mean, the whole series of the actual
Kevin can
first-person
play.
shooters. I love this game. I'm pretty good at it too.
There we go.
I played it on Xbox. I have the first one and the second one and Neighborville, and they're all really good. It's actually a pretty in-depth shooter. It's not like a simple, like there's upgrades, there's different weapons, there's classes. Like
How
seriously,
much is it going to be?
This is a good game. What's that?
Did it say how much it's going to be?
No. The other ones were budget titles, so I'd imagine this one falls.
I was going to say, I feel like it needs to be $20 or else.
I think it's 40 or 30, but I know it's cheap. I know I waited until it was a price that was cheaper, so I know it was more than 20 because I think I paid 15 for it on Black Friday.
But that's what I mean. Like at this point, I think it needs to be $20 because like all of those games are again on Game Pass, and they've
or have been played for the past years.
They've run their course. Like if they really, this is different than the Fall Guys argument because I think Fall Guys is still going to do well on the Switch. This, I think, is going to struggle because it's just it's already run its course kind of thing.
It's sad though that I wish it would have like a second coming because like it is a really good game. It's so well thought out. Like there's so much depth to it when you don't expect it to. You know what I mean? It's like you went go to a gas station and you buy a burger there and you're like, oh my god, this burger is incredible. I can't believe how good it is. It's from a gas station. Like why is this so good? Like it's that kind of thing where you're just so surprised it's way better than you thought it would be.
So picture this though. You want to get into a unique shooter on the Switch, and you can choose between this or Splatoon.
Or vegetables with guns. Like, yeah, okay.
Vegetables with guns or
squids
Splatoon.
with guns or vegetables produce with guns. I don't know. It's
and I feel like Splatoon, because it has the following and it's first party.
I agree.
I didn't think of it that way, man. That's brutal.
Yeah. It's a good second choice. It's like the Paladins to Overwatch. It's a good second choice.
Paladin servers.
I just looked it up.
No,
it is $54.99 Canadian.
No, wait, time out. Are you for real?
So like $49 American.
Or am I thinking of?
You're thinking of something different. Paladins is still going. That game's great. Don't crush my soul.
No, not Paladins. The other one that came out at the same time as Overwatch.
Oh, Battleborn.
Battleborn.
Yeah, that one's gone. We had a whole episode about that.
Shut down.
That game was terrible, though. That's okay. That's fine.
Okay, I got it.
You scared me for a minute. I was like, no, don't you dare say that. I love Paladins. I play that game way too much. Okay, moving on again. We've gone through a lot of this. We have another game that I think is really stupid. Miitopia. Alex loves
this game.
Alex, you want to talk about this game? You love Miitopia.
I want it.
I know you got a Miitopia tattoo.
Oh, I don't have a tattoo, but I have Miitopia. Let me grab it.
Yes, please.
This is always show and tell.
I think Miitopia is one of the games you've pulled out more than anything.
It's on 3DS. Yeah, I'm always like, guys, Miitopia. Oh my god. So this is coming to Switch. It looks like it's a straight port, like an HD port of it. It's this is probably one of like the cutest games. It's probably one of the cutest games I've ever played.
They picked the
it's
ugliest,
really like, well written and funny.
The ugliest Miis to show off, though. That girl looked like awful. Like, wouldn't you pick at least a cute Mii if you're gonna show this game off?
That Mii was somebody at Nintendo.
Oh, that's sad.
And they're gonna listen to this.
Yeah.
It looks like a really sad, depressed,
our PR person.
Divorced mother. And she's like 56 and she's too heavy to get back out in the game. Like that just didn't look right.
That Mii might be your future contact at Nintendo, and they're gonna watch this.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be like, "Oh,
Evan, please take it easy, buddy."
All opinions presented on this show do not represent the cable gaming or solely of the person speaking.
Now they're showing young ones. That looks a little better. I don't care. It still looks like crap. I'll never play this game. This is a joke. This is something that we could quickly put together to make a profit on. Oh wait, what about that stupid Mii game?
I'm literally holding it. I have an opinion.
Yeah, and you're the only guy who bought that game, so hold on to that.
I'm gonna give them my money for this.
Here's the warning.
No, you're not.
No, it's bad. This is not a good game, is what I've been trying to say.
It's not?
It's imagine a game that plays itself. Like you have your Mii characters, you set them up, and then you've said go, and there is literally an auto play button, and they just go through the whole game on their own.
I mean, Pokemon Sword and Shield with a turbo controller plays itself. So, what's your opinion on that one?
Same. No, like Miitopia is It's a very sweet little game. It reminds. Did you guys ever play Tamagotchi Life also on 3DS?
No, I'm not 6.
No?
So
Okay,
sorry.
well,
Just kidding.
Tamagotchi Life is cute too, but these are they're really just little social experiment games from Nintendo. They're like
social failed experiments.
It says an epic face-off between good and evil. There's nothing epic about this
what
game. It is.
If you read me that, and I had you explained to me a game and you read to me an epic tale of good and evil, my mind would never go towards Miitopia.
I think I'm excited to try streaming it with friends if I can convince them to do it, because it looks like a funny game to play with like 3 friends and just make up the stupidest story possible.
If you're meme streaming this, sure, but otherwise, okay.
It looks like if you can come up with the stupidest, funniest story possible and kind of slowly create that as you're playing the game, you make the weirdest villain ever.
It looks like the villain,
and all of that stuff.
It looks like a meme factory.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna break your hearts. The story, you don't create the story. The story's already written. It's just custom Miis.
Oh.
It's just custom Miis going on an adventure. It's not any.
You did.
Oh, that's why
Alex, can I ask one thing?
Bye,
I really want to know one thing about the game.
All right, bye. Sorry.
He's done. Never gonna play games again.
Rethink my
What's
life.
up with the horse?
The horse.
Well, the horses are new. The horses was in the 3DS, so that's new content.
Because that was a really, really.
You told me it was the same game.
I'm a shell.
Crying.
Because
we've been live or we've been recording for 40 minutes and 20 minutes of has been talking about a Wii game about Miis. That's terrible.
It was a bonus.
It's a 3DS game.
What's with the pony?
You have to understand. My perspective on that trailer, it showed them in a barn at first, and they were like building a connection, and it was all like lovey-dovey, and there was a heart and stuff.
You really looked into this trailer.
And then it transitioned into a horse.
I didn't even remember this game. You've gone frame by frame.
So when one me loves another me, which is a weird sentence, don't take it out of context.
Right?
You get a horse.
Oh Jesus.
That's
all right, I'm saving this. Moving on. We're putting the Miis behind us. The next game wasn't even really a game. It was an addition to a game that came out that is just as cute, if not much cuter, Animal Crossing.
Much cuter.
So Animal Crossing New Horizons is having some Mario-themed items and things and such come to the game. Costumes, items, furniture, whatever you call it. So I'm showing that here.
Surprise.
That looks like Animal Crossing with Mario themed items. So I don't know. It's not anything too exciting. I guess it's direct worthy, but not something I'm super pumped about.
This was already announced too. This isn't new stuff. We already knew this was happening.
I don't know, it's something that was there. Okay, so past that we get an update on Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury, which is a game that came out last Friday. Not much to say about that. It came out a long time ago, and everyone keeps freaking out that it's brand new, but it's technically not. Then we jump to a game that...
Bowser's Fury is
okay, Bowser's Fury is new. It's one large level with Bowser trying to mess with you the whole time.
And how many people played the original game on Wii U?
I did not. I've heard, but I've been hearing really great things about Bowser's Fury.
Okay. You guys are 5% of the total Wii U ownership. So now think about how many people...
5% is probably accurate.
The game on Wii U. Because 13 million Wii U sold worldwide. There's already 15, I think, Switch games that have outsold the Wii U console.
Oh, I bet.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's
so,
weird.
I think that's just... I mean... a lot of people are going to play it for the first time, me included. I didn't play it on Wii U. I only got my Wii U last year. So, yeah.
I think Mario Kart 8 on Switch has outsold the Wii U 3 times over now. It's like 37 million or something stupid.
Yeah, it's 33 million on the Switch. Total is 44 million. So it did sell 11 million on the Wii U, but it was
just nuts. Everyone who had a Wii U.
Well, and it was a pack-in title for 90% of the Wii U's. The only ones it wasn't a pack-in title for were the other special editions.
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
So
Mario Kart 8 was great.
It is. And it is.
I thought Kevin walked away. He was
No.
like, I'm done talking
I had
about
to blow my
Mario.
nose.
Like,
I kept
I'm
sniffling
really
on the
sick
mic.
of
And
this.
I'm like,
I
nobody
wanted
wants
to
to hear
move
my
on from this one.
sniffles. Okay, so we'll move on. The next trailer kind of got me a little bit excited.
God, I want to know more about this.
And then tore me down a little bit. So I'm playing the video right now, and this is everything yeah, I'll just let it play through. And there's all this stuff, latest in HD 2D, and I'm like, oh my gosh, HD 2D, what could that be? It's Octopath Traveler, and I see a scene this guy in bed, and it's the graphics from Octopath. I'm going, yes, it's Octopath. We're going back. It's here. And then we, keep watching it, and all of a sudden, it's like a tactics style, and I'm like, no, why did you do that? And
Octopath 3
How
houses.
was it,
I
Alex?
just kind of got turned
How
off by
was
it.
it? I'm
But a
waiting
demo-
to read.
A demo did come out.
Yes.
Have any of you guys played it? We have a
No.
Switch.
I don't even
I'm
think I'm going
convinced-
to.
I
They were
vicariously play Switch games through you, my friend.
I'm convinced that someone at
so
that company was like, let's call this Octopath 3 houses. And then they're like, wait, someone took
Can't-
that already. Triangle.
Can't do that. Let's go with the project.
Triangle.
Working title.
I have
okay.
not seen working title in a game since like Mass Effect. And what the fuck was that? Remember when they came out with the Mass Effect game, the future one? It's like it had a weird like stand-in title, to be announced or something.
No, Mass Effect will return.
Oh,
or something.
okay.
Mass Effect will return. Yeah.
Something dumb like that.
Anyway, Alex.
So I downloaded the demo. Guys, I didn't like it at all. I was like, this game is not good.
Are you for real?
I'm 100% for real. It did say it's coming out in 2022, and like,
so there's plenty of time to cancel it.
There's tons of time. Yeah, exactly. They'll get the feedback, but it's not good.
No way, dude.
It looks good, like visually. Not,
it looked good.
Not like look like fun. It
Oh,
looks like
looked
it's a pretty
hard.
game.
So the graphics are a lie because it looks good. It looks very good, but they've got the bloom turned up to so friggin' high that you can't see anything. And this is like, it's a tactics-based game, so you need to be able to like see the grid and like like the lines of where people are going. You can't, and they're like, okay, so there's green, red, and purple. I can't tell the difference between the red and the purple. And like, at first I was like, disclaimer, I am like, I can see all the colors. I'm not saying that and be like, oh no, I've discovered I'm colorblind. No, like they've got the bloom turned up to like a whole other level on here. It's like impossible to see. And then they even like tell you, like, as you start the demo, like, hey, so we're gonna start you off at like chapter 8 or something, and you're not really gonna understand what's going on. Perfectly fine. And they're like, we also turned up the difficulty so you can, and they justify it in the demo by being like, so you can fully experience this game. It took me like 5 hours to beat the first level.
Oh my god!
Because I kept getting, it's brutally difficult. Like, it is a unbalanced difficult game. And I was like, I'm not having fun. And maybe if I had started at chapter 1 and like built and like grew into it, I would have been better. Like, I restarted, and like the enemy was just landing crit after crit after crit on me, and I was like, I'm not having fun with you, game. You're miserable to me right now.
Oh,
like,
you were really devoted. I would have just given up and uninstalled it and said, screw it, let's pretend this game doesn't exist.
I have to write a preview for our website.
Here's the preview. Don't play it.
Oh, that's why it hasn't come up yet.
No, yeah. I was playing it like all night, and I was like, I don't like this game. Like, I don't. It's also incredibly slow. Like, to be fair, I have played over like 200 hours of Three Houses. Like,
oh my god,
that game is a tactical game that is very snappy and fast. And this one, there's a fast forward button, and it's not fast enough. Like, it is a painfully slow game. I really hope they clean things up. And to be fair, like, for Octopath Traveler and Bravely Default 2, they put out those demos, and right after the demo, they put out a survey, and they've actually followed that feedback. They've been very clear. They're like, hey, we get this feedback, and we've made these changes. I'm really hopeful they listen, and I'm not the only one complaining, because I was like, I don't like this. I do not like this.
Yeah, I'm complaining too. Just make Octopath Traveler 2, please. That's all. all I really
the story good at all? Like narratively?
They start you in the middle of the game. Like
the gameplay sucks. The story's not going to save it.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're probably trying to not story away. They probably just want to try out the gameplay and see if people like it.
So, thinking if the gameplay was toned down a little bit, is the gameplay good? If it wasn't so brutally difficult.
It's a lot of menus. It's a lot of and weird control. Like X is accept, and you can't change it in the demo. So like on the Switch controller, that's the top button up.
Yeah.
I'm like, why can't I press A like every other game on Earth?
Yeah,
like, why do I have to press X to accept? It's weird. It's a really weird game.
All right.
So, I'm gonna push us forward here because we're nearing 50 minutes here, and we still got like a fourth of this thing to go. So I'm gonna run through the next couple that are pretty bad. Star Wars Hunter looks to be a really bad free-to-play game coming from free-to-play people.
I actually have
a
couple of thoughts. I actually, Kevin, that's literally exactly what I was gonna say. It's being done by Zynga, and I'm like,
they make
games and
they make Farmville and Pick Drawer.
Yeah.
Okay, Kevin, really quick, are you a big Star Wars in general fan? Okay, Star Wars fans are almost as bad as Star Trek fans. No offense, Alex, I love you, buddy, but each of us, I love both.
Yeah, I like
but
both.
You can't do a game like this in the Star Wars universe. The fans will not jive with it.
I don't know. There's a lot of bad phone Star Wars games that I played, so
it's taking itself seriously as a Nintendo Switch release, and it's being set between episode 6 and 7.
Yeah, but the Switch has got its fair share of like basically mobile games on it, and I think this just falls in with that. I'm just surprised
they put it.
Yeah,
I'm just surprised they put it in a direct.
I am too, but
right.
I don't know. They're banking on
Lucasfilms. They always take really important care with like their universe, especially in the canon right now, not including I'm not talking about the sequels. Don't look at me like that.
I was like,
but like they're attentive to their story and their lore. So this, for it to be free to play and on console now, it has to be like really good.
We're talking about the same people who were okay with EA making not one Battlefront but 2 Battlefronts.
And fixing it. And fixing Battlefront 2.
Battlefront 2 is decent
so
now.
good right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2's not bad. I don't like the card system, but it's not
we're
bad.
also talking about Disney. And if there's any company that likes making money as much as Nintendo does, it's Disney.
Yeah.
And they don't care. Nintendo doesn't care.
Nope.
I mean, they do care about the IP. They want it to stay big. But they also want to just shovel things out.
They want to milk
so people throw money at them.
And people will because
hate this game.
But here's the thing, okay, we already know that everyone and their brother and family and uncle and sister, everyone's got a Switch. And chances are those people like Star Wars because it's really popular. And if you put two and two together, the chances of them playing a game on a system they own with a franchise they like and having a little bit of money to spend on microtransactions, win. So
it will do fine. I won't play it, but it will do fine.
It will be bad.
I won't play it.
It'll make money. Oh well. Okay, then there's a game called Knockout City that looks really stupid. It basically looks like Fortnite plus a bunch of random things, and it's a battle royale dodgeball-y type game. I don't think it looks fun at all, but prove me wrong. Anybody want to object before I move on past this game?
I haven't seen such a bad trailer or someone do such a bad trailer like that in ages. What a horrible presentation of your game.
What's funny though is I liked the graphics and the animations, but then all of a sudden you show me throwing dodgeballs at people, and I was like, this doesn't look fun anymore. So that was not great.
You guys played Ninjala?
Yeah, I didn't care for that either.
It reminded me of that. I haven't played it.
I see what you mean, but no.
It didn't play, but nah, it's still bad.
I haven't played it, but I see what you mean with the look.
Okay, so I'm going to just skip through some of this stuff.
You're not going to skip through the one I want.
Yeah, I know the one you want to talk about.
Is that a big deal game? World's End Club?
It is a big deal game.
I don't even know what this is.
All right.
Hold on.
You want to move on. You want to move on. I will say one sentence, and that is all I want to say.
Okay,
Don't sleep on this game. Sleep on this game. It's being made by the guys who make Danganronpa, which is an amazing series. So don't sleep on it if you like good stories in your games. Like the trailer looked cool and everything. But, like if you want really good stories that are kind of offbeat and really like kind of like.
Is it a game or is it a narrative story driven game?
So Danganronpa or this
game?
Well, the trailer, I don't know. I can't say.
It looks confusing to me. I just thought it was like a story driven thing.
Based on the trailer, it looks very, very story driven. Cool.
Danganronpa are visual novels with like they're kind of like dark anime Phoenix Wright.
Sexy.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's not something I would say it looks terrible, but it doesn't catch me too much. So
it's gonna be great.
Okay, I feel like it actually looked really cool. I actually have high hopes of that game.
Okay. Okay. Coming up next, they showed us Hades getting a physical release on the Switch. I wish
Alex,
I didn't.
where you at?
I wish I didn't. I got a notification on Slick Deals that it's for sale for pre-order at Best Buy, and I'm like, oh, do I get this? But it's like, no, I just got done saying I don't like this game that much, and I already own it twice, so I'm gonna withhold. I do like the pictures and books and stuff. That does kind of get me excited because the artwork is great in this game.
That's cool.
I
have the soundtrack too, which is really cool.
What'd you
I
say,
have
Mike?
yet to get it. I have yet to get Hades. It's on my list to play.
Then
I
I
might
think
just
this
get
is calling you.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll be pretty jelly if you get that book because the book with the artwork looks really cool.
Yeah.
I'm such a sucker for that stuff. Okay, then they announced a collection of the Ninja Gaiden games 1, 2, and 3, which I think they were all on the original Xbox. Is that correct?
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not 1 and 2, is it?
These are the
one Sigma
one.
Yeah.
Sigma. Wait, no, I'm looking at the thing. It says Sigma is the first one, right? Maybe I didn't play
Ninja Gaiden
these ones.
Sigma, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, and Ninja Gaiden 3.
Sigma.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Sigma games weren't the first Ninja Gaiden games.
Wait, I don't even know which ones I played then. Let me look this up. Ninja Gaiden.
Did you play like the old 2D NES ones?
Yeah.
No.
Did you get your ass beat? Then it's a Ninja Gaiden game.
Which
Maybe
one?
you played Sigma, yeah.
Ninja Gaiden on the Xbox regular. What is it? Just says Ninja Gaiden.
Did you play Dead or Alive?
Wait, what? No, it says Ninja
Extreme Beach
Gaiden
Volleyball?
on. That was on PS2.
Alex.
No, Ninja Gaiden. Okay, on the regular Xbox. Wow, there's a ton of them on there. Ninja Gaiden regular, Ninja Gaiden Black, Ninja Gaiden 2 is on 360. So which ones are these?
The Sigma games remasters?
Sigma
I think they're
might
remasters.
be remasters of them. I'm not sure. Yeah, the Sigma thing confused me.
Okay, so it looks like Ninja Gaiden Sigma is a remake for the PS3 or that generation.
Okay.
So it is the first game remade again, and that's where it's getting it. But it's the newer versions of it because there's Ninja Gaiden Black, Sigma, and Sigma Plus. But it looks like it's just Ninja Gaiden 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Sweet.
I think.
Yeah, I was thinking of the old like 2D ones as well.
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden followed by Ninja Gaiden 2,
Those
2008,
awesome.
and Ninja Gaiden 3 in 2012. But the remake. Oh no, this is the remakes. Wow, this is really confusing.
Yeah, there's a lot.
They should just call it remake. Why they have to start putting Sigma and stuff after it? Oh, it's $6 on eBay. I can buy the original. I bet it's backwards compatible, maybe. Anyways,
Kevin's shopping hour.
Yeah, I know.
If you're into Dark Souls and hurting yourself, then these are up your alley.
I think these are a little bit easier than Dark Souls though, because I remember beating the first
that.
game, and I'm not a good gamer, as we've already gone over.
You were better back then.
I think so. Yeah, I've gotten old, and things start to slow down. It's just been rough. I definitely think I'm gonna get this on the Switch. I love these games.
This is a good collection, and it comes
It
with
is a
everything.
good collection.
This is a good
Is it?
This was one of the highlight parts, I think, of the direct yesterday.
I
for
think so
me,
too.
at least.
I have memories playing the first game a lot. I don't think I've ever actually played the second and third, or whatever games they are, because we're not even sure what's in the collection. But the first one I know I played a ton of. Okay, then after Ninja Gaiden, it was... Wait, did I pass too far? Bravely Default 2, which is not really anything...
It comes out in like 4 days.
Oh no, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I lied. I did skip one. There was the Age of Calamity like season pass DLC stuff, which is cool. That was a good game. It had plenty of content in it already. I played through the whole thing, and I felt like there was enough for me to be pretty happy and not really want to go back. But if you're a diehard Zelda fan and you need more Breath of the Wild-esque type world stuff before the second one comes out, this will do.
Yeah, we don't have any Zelda fans.
Did that with Definitive Edition too, like the first Hyrule Wars, where it was just kind of endless amounts of content. Like you can never finish that game.
It was okay. Yeah, and that was another. I don't know where they said that at Zahi. I might have passed it on here too, where they came out and said, you want to hear about Breath of the Wild too, but we don't have anything to tell you. But instead, we'll show you some other stuff to hopefully make you forget about it.
Yeah, that was right. That was at the end.
That was exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, second last.
Yep. Then Bravely Default 2, which comes out in I think a week or 2.
Did you play the demo, Alex?
Friday. Yeah, I did.
How is this?
This game is good.
One I'm more excited. Okay.
This is good. Yes, this is good. I played the demo too. Good. It was fun. I didn't play all of it.
Excited for Bravely Default 2.
Yeah.
Excited for Bravely Default 2 is very good.
Cool.
I'm definitely gonna probably pick that up.
I have a lot less to say about good games than I have to say about bad games. Like,
that's a good point, because I have plenty to say about the bad games. The good ones, I'm just like, yeah, it's good, go play it.
Yeah.
I actually find myself enjoying, like, I like talking about the good games and why I love them so much, and I'll go into way too much detail.
Okay, so that game's coming out soon. I'm sure we'll be talking about it in the next podcast or so. Then after that, they went through Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection.
Alex is like in love with that idea.
I feel like any game that I don't like, you guys probably do like. We're just so opposite, which is good, because otherwise it's just a giant fest of us celebrating everything we all like. This game looks really boring.
I thought you liked Goblins and
no.
Goblins and Goes On.
I'm not a big side scroller like this type of thing.
The art style didn't jump out to me in this one. I don't know.
I feel they could have done a lot. Like it's like kind of a remake, but not really redone. Oh, we're jumping. Sorry.
Looks like it's made.
Video's already going right to the next video.
Looks like it's made. Looks like it's made in like Flash or something. Like I know not Flash, but there's something about the animation that looks very stock. Mm-hmm. It's how the arms move. I'm like, that looks very like there's two joints.
Looks bad.
And they move, like,
it doesn't look. Yeah. It doesn't look appealing.
That's a good way to say it.
It just looks sloppy and not. I don't know. Okay, so they had that, and then they did a little montage of some other stuff. Saga Frontier Remastered. I don't even know what that is.
Nice.
Nothing I care about.
I saw some people pretty excited
really?
About that, but yeah, I don't know anything about it.
Then Apex Legends coming to Switch was actually a pretty big. I thought this should have been a bigger part of this, but it was in the montage.
Yeah. This was already announced. We already knew this was coming.
Yeah.
I think did we actually see gameplay from it yet?
They didn't announce the date though.
Yeah, they didn't have a date, and I don't remember seeing gameplay on the Switch because this looks good on the Switch.
I have March 9th written down.
It is good.
It says March 9th in the individual trailer if you pull it up on Nintendo's YouTube channel.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played lots of Apex actually, and it's
Apex.
I'm so happy for Apex is fun. It has like 400 or I can't remember. It has a ton of views on Twitch when I last looked.
Wow,
surprisingly more than I expected.
Yeah,
actually, it's like really.
It's stuck around.
It's really big.
I have fun whenever I don't play it often. I sometimes go back and play it with a friend, and I always have fun when I do play it. Mm-hmm. It's never a bad time. I think it's good that the Switch needed just one kind of more serious shooter. There's no serious shooter.
Oh no, they got Paladins. You're good.
Oh,
and now Garden Warfare, so we're even better.
Overwatch is there, but like nothing just kind of more of this first-person, fast, run around, style, and I think of the Call of Duty crowd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about too. Exactly, because those are the people that gravitate towards this or Call of Duty.
Right.
And they give you the first 30 levels free if you pick up the game within the first 2 weeks of launch, which is like really nice for the grind itself. And you get a Pathfinder skin, and I'm like, bruh, I want a Pathfinder skin.
I think it'd be fun, especially if you're like
how that incorporates into if you already have an account.
I thought it was all cross-play everything, isn't it?
It is cross-play.
Yeah, those 30 levels stack on top of your current?
I don't feel like they...
I don't feel like that would. I feel like that's too good.
Yeah.
I wish.
I don't know, Mike.
I could definitely use it because my guys are not very high level there. But
I like sign into my Apex account and test that out for me.
I don't know. But I could see this being fun. Like if I'm on a trip and I bring my Switch, like if I want to play this, like this would be a really cool thing. It's really funny. Is like if I'm traveling, I like enjoy games that are not super good looking graphically because it's like, oh, I'm traveling. I'm at a different place. I'm playing a game and it's actually working, even though it doesn't look great, and I feel cool about it. But I'm not gonna bring up my Switch at home and I have like 8 other things I could play it on that are gonna look way better and run better.
And it's free. It's free.
I mean that's half the fun.
That's the best part.
It is the best. Okay, so then this next thing they brought in, which is actually my highlight of the show. Last week we talked about the podcast. We talked about Zelda since we were leading into some of these things, and I had messaged a store around me because I wanted to play Skyward Sword and play some Zelda. And I never played it, and I found out it's for sale in the Wii U eShop. I'm like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get the little Joy-Con or the Wiimote Motion Plus. And the store messaged me back, said they were sold out. Sorry, they don't have them. And I was a little bummed. And then we get an announcement that Skyward Sword is coming to the Switch in an HD remaster. And you're able to play the game with your little Joy-Cons, go crazy with Sword and Shield, or you can play it without Joy-Cons. Well, I mean, technically you still need Joy-Cons, but not moving them. You use the thumbstick. What do you guys think?
I'm happy.
I have never played Skyward Sword. I would love to play a Zelda.
Don't start with Skyward Sword.
Don't start with
that. Don't start with this game.
Yeah, it's a weird one from what I hear. I've never played it. Go play Twilight Princess.
I'm excited because I haven't played it.
I haven't played it either. So
nice.
Yeah.
The video looks fun.
I think I'd like to play Twilight Princess first.
Oh, Twilight Princess is so good.
Start with
Phantom Hourglass.
Start with Ocarina of Time.
No, play Twilight Princess.
But I want Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks on the Switch, and I want them to figure out a better control scheme for it.
Alex loves Spirit Tracks. We just went over this the other
because I don't want to play it on the DS. So
would you rather? Would Skyward Sword be better without the motion control? Like let's just say it comes out right now and you have the option to either play it with controls or with the buttons. What would probably be the better choice there?
This is something I feel very strongly about with Skyward Sword.
Ooh, yes.
And we discussed it a bit. So we did a video. It's on our YouTube channel right now where we ranked the Zelda games, and I was all about Skyward Sword. I think it's an S-rank Zelda game. No one else agreed with me, but Skyward Sword is built with motion controls in mind. It is fundamentally a game that uses them. It's not shoehorned in like a lot of it, like Twilight Princess was on Wii. They are fundamental to the gameplay.
I mean, right-handed Link. Right-handed Link.
Yeah.
That right there.
Yeah, okay. But
oh yeah, because he's always left-handed, right?
Up until that point, I think the only one that he wasn't was Twilight Princess on the Wii, and that was just flips,
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Like I played Skyward Sword, I was like, this game proved to me that motion controls are legit. And so I'm really excited it's on Switch. I don't think I will play it with the standard controls. Because like the way they were showing it, like I played around with my Joy-Con after. I was like, how would this feel? And I was like, I don't love this feeling. It reminded me of playing like an NHL game. You know, when you like move your stick to shoot in that direction. Mm-hmm. I kind of got that feeling, and I was like, that seems weird in a Zelda game. So when it comes to Skyward Sword, and like I haven't played it, like no one has played it on the Switch, so like this is, my opinion might change, but right now I'm like, I know it's perfect with motion controls, so why would I recommend anything else?
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah,
those Joy-Con that they're coming out with it are, I hate to say this, they're not great.
Oh, I think they look awesome.
Too much.
I love them.
They look so cool.
Sexy.
Alex, what is wrong with you? I want them really bad, and I already have like an abundance of Joy-Cons around my house.
Alex, I think you need to go post on r/unpopular opinion.
Oh, I'm president of r/unpopular opinion. They just look like there was just too much to them. Like they got like the design in between the buttons and then around the buttons. I was like, oh my god.
But they haven't done anything with the Joy-Con.
No.
Yeah.
So I'm ready for too much.
Yeah, all they've done is let's dip it in red. Here you go, it's red. Oh, you want a little bit purple? Here's just purple and green.
I like that.
Or just black.
Xbox does a lot of controller customization.
I love the Xbox
with their releases.
Shit. It is so cool.
Right?
Oh my god, yeah.
When Skyward Sword first came out,
I feel like Alex doing.
It came with that
show and tell.
Gold.
I love that one.
And even as my gamer tag on it, you can see Pro 5002. It's like
Yeah,
so hard to
I
see.
remember you.
I love this
saying that.
When Skyward Sword first came out, some of the bundles came with a gold Wii remote, and I have it, but I'm not going to get up and grab it. It's not within arm's reach, so I can't grab it. But it came with a gold Wii remote, and it's just such a simple, like, gold Wii remote with some white buttons. And I was like, that is great.
Wait,
that
why
looks Zelda.
I have a gold controller for the Wii. What is that? What did that come with? That came with something else.
Depends what gold.
Oh my gosh! Now I don't know what I'm thinking of.
Oh, they did. They sold it separate as well.
But why do I have it? I didn't buy it.
Sold it separate.
Okay, keep talking.
If you have it, you can play Skyward Sword. If you have it, you can play Skyward Sword.
No, but but it's like a pro controller type of thing for the Wii, not a regular.
Yeah.
Oh, that GoldenEye. That came with GoldenEye.
That's what it was. Oh yeah, I bought that. Never played it. Okay. Keep
well,
typical.
I'm really excited for Skyward Sword in HD, though I didn't really think it didn't look as HD as I thought it would. Like, maybe I was spoiled by Wind Waker HD, but I was like, I thought you could do better than this. But it looks good. It's a great game. I just don't give up on the motion controls without trying them. They're really,
I'm
really
definitely
good
gonna try it.
That's how I plan to play it. The joystick would be weird not being a camera for me.
Yeah, it's exactly how I feel. I don't know. That it would feel like an N64
joystick
game.
Would be weird not being like a camera.
Yeah. How are they how would they do that?
I don't know.
I think they're gonna have the bumpers be the camera.
Yeah, kind of like in the DS or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. So the last big thing here, which should hopefully close us out because we're at an hour and 11 minutes now. And
almost as long as a direct.
If you've tuned in, it was longer than the direct. If you've tuned in for this far, we applaud you. Thank you for sticking with us. The big surprise, I will throw this up here on the stream, was definitely a surprise. I don't know if it was a, like, I don't want to say welcome, but expected surprise is the right word. Like, it was...
Oh, I've got some apologizing to do when we get into this.
All right, so who wants to lead us in? Alex, you seem to be the most passionate. I'm just kind of like, whatever. I'm playing the video now, so it's here. So... I always know you're serious when you do this. You lean in and out and you're like ready. It's like you're winding up to throw some hate or something.
Do that.
I'm French Canadian. We speak with our hands and our bodies. We have to be very loud physically.
Well, that's not good for me because I'm Sicilian and French Canadian. So, anyways, go on.
So, Splatoon 3. First of all, I am sorry. On every Splatoon, I've streamed Splatoon a lot. I think in every single one of them, I was like, this is the only Splatoon game of the generation. They're not going to put two of these on the same console. That's ridiculous. And I was so like matter of fact about it. I'm a liar. I've been proven wrong. We have Splatoon 3 on the Switch.
But I thought the same thing. I would not hold that comment that you said against you because I would never thought they would put another one on here on the Switch. I thought this was a DLC. I thought this was an expansion. And when they showed us the 3, it makes no sense.
Expansion would have made sense. Yeah. I'm impressed.
Because do people really want to pay for another full price title of a game that's probably not going to be that much different?
I do.
I do too.
I do. I love Splatoon.
I like it too, but I don't play it enough because it's not.
Isn't it still like modern, like too modern multiplayer wise? Like I feel like people still play Splatoon 2 online.
I wouldn't be surprised if it has to do with the fact that they're changing their netcode for their online.
That's true. They got rid of all their old shit.
That's a great point.
That is a good point. Because everything's all that P2P
we're going to get a new
stuff.
Smash Brothers?
And then,
so.
The other thing is, I wouldn't be surprised if when they launch it, because it's not till 2022, and we were all talking about how there might be, the whole Switch Pro thing around holiday, November. So then any game coming out after that, they can say, best played on the Switch Pro. This will run better than that one because it's optimized for Switch Pro. It'll run just as good as 2 on the regular Switch, but if you have the Switch Pro, you get the benefits. And I think that they can use that, especially because this game does have a competitive scene for Nintendo, similar to Smash. So
I'm just wondering what they do to change the formula of what it is, because it feels like adding a bunch of stuff is something they could do on the second one. I feel like
it looks
like
you launch into the map now, no matter what.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I I don't know.
That's really interesting because like every single Splatoon map has always had 2 spawn points. It's always been the same way. And this looked like you could start pretty much wherever you want. It looked like it was tilted, like you could start on your side of the map, but not always at your spawn point. I could shake things up.
I'm kind of hoping.
Where I think
go on.
I was just gonna say where I think the big difference is going to be is in the single player. Like the way they showed the game starting and like you're going through in the Eiffel Tower upside down.
Yeah.
That's last Splatfest, the last like real Splatfest they did was so I can never say this right, but Splatpocalypse, which was Chaos versus Order. Chaos won. And similar to how in Splatoon 1 they ended the last Splatfest directed the story of Splatoon 2. It was which of the Squid Sisters was missing. It was Callie or Marie. This one it was like chaos, and then you show the world being all chaotic and broken and everything. It looks, and the single player, or at least what we think is the single player, looks a lot more linear, and because Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 1 single player was really just like platforming challenges and shooting challenges. It was more of a practice. A story. Not really. It was more of a practice to get into the multiplayer, whereas this actually looked like a narrative-driven story game. So I think that's going to be a big change. I think having more of a focus on the story could be interesting.
I think the story would be kind of fun because I think the characters they have are pretty unique, and I think I mean, if there was like a real big campaign, I know the other ones had a bit of a campaign, but it was kind of not super long, wasn't super full fleshed out. Like, I don't know, I think we could do a lot. The world that they showed in the beginning was really cool, like you guys were talking about.
I was going to say, I'm really hoping with this one, since they showed the launch points from off the map, they still only, it looks like, showed 2 teams. But I think it'd be interesting to have a Splatoon map, maybe a little bit larger, but have 3 or 4 teams at once go in. So it's not just that one-on-one. You got to be looking at other, because it's colors. You're just taking over a part of the map, making it your color. And if you can just kind of launch it would be so much more strategy. And I already think it's a really fun shooter because of the strategy behind it. And I just started playing actually Splatoon 2. I got it for Christmas and got a couple friends to buy it. And we just started playing a couple weeks ago and I've been having a great time and getting into the different modes and starting to learn how to play together. I'm excited for them to like play with the formula a little bit and do some more stuff though, because it could turn into a pretty big competitive title for Nintendo, bigger than it already is.
That's a good point, actually.
I really hope it does. I really hope it does. Splatoon has always had a lot of potential, and it always feels like it's just so close to being amazing, and it's just a little
being
bit
a meta game.
If they fix Nintendo Online,
yes.
The disaster of what
this game, like Splatoon 2, drops more for me than any other Nintendo Online game. More than I have a better experience playing. I have a way better experience playing Smash Online than Splatoon 2, and that is ridiculous to say because Smash Online is garbage too.
That's amazing. I've never had an issue actually with Splatoon Online. I just hate the party system, how it works. Like the fact that you have to get into the app and do all of that. It's just more of a hassle than it should be. It should just be click on your friend, get in a party, and go.
Yeah, changing up their net code. Like that. I hope you're right that's why they did it.
That would be a miracle to say you're going to have parties and we can do it on the system and everything's great and we fixed everything wrong with Nintendo Online, but we can all pray and hope. All right, so that brings us to the very end. Let's do a quick, like 20 seconds per person, what your favorite thing was. And then say favorite thing and the one thing you wish that you saw wasn't there. So who wants to go first?
Not me.
All right, I'll go first.
Go. Okay.
I'll go first. I'm taking it now. So I was most excited for the Skyward Sword remake because I was about to go and buy it, and I don't have to because I'm going to buy it for something that costs more money than I would have done the first time. But I'm excited to play it on the Switch. My thing that I wish was there, it's kind of like wish was different. I wish the Xenoblade characters were not coming to Smash Bros. I wish they were like literally anything else. I just have no bad reasoning why I don't like them other than I have no attachment to Xenoblade. I don't think they're not like characters I'm like, oh, I don't want them, but it's like it's not another character I could have wanted. Like I've really got some hopes that they're bringing Crash Bandicoot and Spyro. Those are my 2 big ones I'd love to have in there, and Tails because Sonic needs some help. Chief. Okay, who wants to go next? Mike, you shouted out.
Yeah, I'll go.
for it.
Mario Golf, by far,
That was my
most exciting one. I was really pumped for that.
Machine.
And I don't know, my least. I feel like the DC Girls one is just a cop out to even say, because it's like, did that happen?
Yeah.
And maybe I think my most disappointing one now is Miitopia, because I got excited, and then Alex came in here and just ripped my heart out. So, yeah.
Okay, who wants to go now? Zahi?
Okay, I'll go. I know Alex has some closing thoughts. I think my favorite thing was probably Tales of the Borderlands. I think that's just like a really interesting choice that came to the Switch, and also for like absolute love for the game itself. And I'm enjoying that the Outer Wilds also came to the Switch. I think, like I was saying earlier, the Switch needs a lot more like bigger indie games to be a bit more popular on the platform that are not Nintendo.
Right.
You know, and I think the thing I was like disappointed with, see, I'm not a huge Nintendo-esque general player, but from an industry standpoint, I think crap. I think I'm drawing a blank actually. I don't really think there was much that I could have really not enjoyed. I think personally, actually, I liked a lot of the picks. I don't think I liked having the people who are playing Apex getting free levels compared to the ones that are like grinding up till 110 every season. I think I'm a little bit salty at that.
Fair.
And they get a free skin.
Fair. All right, Alex.
My favorite thing.
There we go,
Okay,
baby.
That's
why
There's always something. There's always a prop.
It's a big box.
So, Evan.
Looks like a box of cereal.
Holy crap, Alex!
That's still
big as your
sealed,
chest,
isn't it?
Oh no, it's very much open.
Oh,
it's very much open.
Alex has enjoyed that book a lot.
Yeah. So my favorite thing of all of this, I already said at the top of the show. I actually am really hyped that Pyra and Mithra are in Smash Brothers. Just character like. I would be very like, you know how like you really want like Crash or Spyro. I would be so happy for you
Master Chief.
because you would have this feeling that I have of my characters making it into the game.
I can appreciate your happiness. I gotta let others be happy too.
Yeah, like when Steve got into the game like from Minecraft, I was like, good for them, good for for its fans. So that's my highlight. Like there will never really be another character. That I don't think they could announce another character that I would be as hyped right now, or like I can't think of another character that I've grown that I've just like generally in games as much as I like those. Or
I want them to put Pidgeotto in there, best Pokemon. it's just such it's a good choice. Not Pidgeotto.
A random troll Pokemon would be so great. If it was like, what's the most trolly Pokemon I can think of? Tangela.
Tangela would be fun. I like Tangela. It's a random Pokemon that nobody really goes for, but it's kind of useful.
Garbodor.
Hey, no, we don't want trash in the game, damn it.
Murray.
A low light for the show, I mean, there was definitely like things I wasn't. I can't even think of the name now. The one that came right after No More Heroes, the all white card battle game. Neon White. I'm going to say it's a low light, mostly because I was like, I love the art style. I hate the gameplay.
Yeah, and then the cards came out.
So there was that.
I get that.
And then you had asked something that Wish was there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot. I didn't expect Zelda stuff. I didn't expect Pokemon stuff. I feel like this would have been like the time for a Metroid Prime 4 trailer. This would have been the point.
You were saying that.
I wonder if they even have anything together to that point yet, though. Like, do they even... I feel like that's like built up, fell down so many times because of the changes in like people.
Yeah, I get that. It's all like I wrote it in the prediction article. I feel a little bad for Metroid because it's like it's Zelda's anniversary, it's Pokemon's anniversary, it's also Metroid's anniversary. Like Metroid needs to love.
I do think the Prime trilogy is going to get re-released this year.
I think that's an E3 announcement. This took us through the summer. I think that's going to happen because I feel like it can't be that hard for them to they just up-res it and throw it on here. Like, there's not much work. I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of stuff, but for the money they're gonna make, it's gonna be profitable. I feel like. I mean, not that I know anything, but
I really hope they don't forget Metroid's anniversary. Or just
it almost felt like they forgot Zelda's anniversary too. Like they didn't actually.
Well, Mario's didn't start until March. They started Mario's anniversary when their fiscal year started after March, April 1st. So they might do the same thing with Zelda and Metroid. They're letting Mario finish his out with the Animal Crossing items and Mario 35 being on sale until the end of March, or being available to play till the end of March.
You're right. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so maybe we just gotta wait because I was hoping. I don't know. I was hoping for a little bit more.
Skyward Sword comes out in what? June?
What does?
That's not that far away. That's like 4 months away. Skyward Sword HD.
Yeah,
and that's
not that far away.
So that's the way. That's
July,
essentially the beginning of the fiscal year for them. It's still it's in the first quarter of Nintendo's fiscal year.
Perfect. All right. Well, on that note, I think we're all set here. We went through everything. We've went in depth on this direct, which we've really about. So this was good. Thank you guys for all joining. Was someone waving at me?
Me, real quick. When is this video going up?
I can put it up tomorrow. I think should be the time to put it up before the end of the week.
Perfect.
Cool.
So there's still time to enter our Zelda giveaway.
Ooh, yes.
I'll plug our Zelda giveaway. The draw is on Friday, February 19th at 8 p.m. So you still have time to enter. Check out our Twitter. It's in the video box at the bottom there. For a copy of Link's Awakening. Could be yours.
Nice.
Perfect. I had to get the plug in.
That was good. Mike, thank you for joining us. It was nice for you to come in.
Yeah, thank you for having me again. This is awesome.
Continue our conversation of Nintendo Direct stuff. Zahi and Alex, always an honor. Thank you very much as well. We will see you in the next video, the next podcast, the next article you decide to read. We'll see you then. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.